Welcome to today's Catholic Daily Readings from Christus Dominus Bread of Life. A reading from the book of Numbers. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Say to Aaron and his sons, Thus shall you bless the sons of Israel, and you shall say to them, The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord show his face to you and have mercy on you. The Lord turn his countenance toward you and give you peace. And they shall invoke my name over the sons of Israel, and I will bless them.
Ave Maria, gratia plena, Dominus tecum, benedicta tu in mulieribus, et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Iesus. May God have pity and bless us. May He let His face shine upon us. So may His way be known upon the earth, among all nations, His salvation. In His mercy, may His face shine upon us now. May His light rest upon the nations. May His glory fill the earth. May God bless us in His mercy. May His peace cover the land. Let the world receive His blessing. Let every heart lift up His name. May the nations be glad and exult, because you rule the peoples with equity. The nations on the earth you guide. The Lord is King, and His mercy endures.
Let the heavens rejoice, let the earth be glad. May God bless us in His mercy. May His face shine upon us now.
May His light rest upon the nations. May His glory fill the earth. May God bless us in His mercy. May His peace cover the land. Let the world receive His blessing. Let every heart lift up His name. She kept these things inside her heart. She trusted what she could not see. The Word took flesh in silent faith and changed the world through humility. May God bless us in His mercy. May His light fill every Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostrae. Amen.
A reading from the letter of St. Paul to the Galatians. Brothers and sisters, when the fullness of time had come, God sent his Son, born of a woman, born under the law, to ransom those under the law, so that we might receive adoption as sons. As proof that you are sons, God sent the Spirit of his Son into our hearts, crying out, Abba, Father. So you are no longer a slave but a son, and if a son then also an heir through God. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. And they went quickly and found Mary and Joseph, and the infant who was lying in the manger. Then, upon seeing this, they understood the word that had been spoken to them about this boy. And all who heard it were amazed by those things which were told to them by the shepherds. But Mary kept all these words, pondering them in her heart. And the shepherds returned, glorifying and praising God for all the things that they had heard and seen, just as it was told to them. And after 8 days were ended, so that the boy would be circumcised, his name was called Jesus, which he was called by the angel before he was conceived in the womb. Join us for today's reflection. The first day of the new year belongs to her, not to resolutions or fresh starts or champagne toasts to what might be, to her, to Mary, to the teenage girl who said yes to an angel and changed everything. The shepherds came and found Mary and Joseph and the infant lying in the manger. They saw exactly what the angel had promised, a baby wrapped in swaddling clothes, a sign, and when they had seen, they made known the message that had been told them about this child. Everyone who heard it was amazed. Of course they were. Shepherds do not usually deliver angelic announcements. Babies in mangers do not usually come with heavenly proclamations. The whole situation was unprecedented, impossible, wonderful. But watch Mary. While everyone else is amazed, while the shepherds are spreading the news, while Joseph is trying to make sense of visitors in the middle of the night, Mary kept all these things, reflecting on them in her heart. She did not perform, she did not explain, she did not rush to interpret what was happening or claim to understand what it meant. She kept and reflected. She held the mystery close and let it work on her slowly, the way wine ages in a barrel or bread rises in silence. This is the woman the Church puts before us on the first day of the year, not the triumphant Mary of later apparitions and crowned statues. The young mother in a stable, exhausted from childbirth, receiving strange visitors, treasuring their words without fully grasping their weight. Paul tells the Galatians that when the fullness of time had come, God sent his Son, born of a woman, 4 words that anchor the incarnation in flesh and blood and a specific human body, not descended from heaven fully formed, not appearing as an adult with no history, born of a woman, crying and hungry and dependent on her breast for survival. That woman was Mary, and because of what she carried and delivered and nursed, we are no longer slaves but sons and daughters. If a son, then also an heir, through God. The inheritance comes through her, yes. The priests of Israel were given a blessing to speak over the people. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord let his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord look upon you kindly and give you peace. These words have been spoken for 3,000 years over countless generations, and Mary heard them too. She stood in the temple and received this blessing, not knowing that the child in her arms was the fulfillment of every blessing ever spoken. The Lord bless you and keep you. Mary was blessed among women. The Lord let his face shine upon you. The face of God shone in the face of her Son. The Lord look upon you kindly and give you peace. Mary held peace itself wrapped in cloth, nursing at her breast. When 8 days were completed for his circumcision, he was named Jesus, the name given him by the angel before he was conceived in the womb. she named him. She and Joseph together gave him the name heaven had chosen, Jesus, Yeshua, God saves. Every time she called him to dinner or woke him from sleep or scolded him for running off, she spoke the name of salvation. What was it like to be her, to nurse the one who created milk, to teach words to the Word made flesh, to watch him take his first steps, knowing he would one day walk to Calvary, to see him play with other children in Nazareth, knowing he came to save every child ever born? She did not understand it all. Luke makes that clear. She kept these things and reflected on them because she could not yet comprehend them. The angel's announcement had been overwhelming. The shepherd's visit added another layer. Simeon's prophecy about a sword through her soul was still to come. Mary lived in the mystery without demanding that it resolve into clarity. That is what the first day of the year asks of us. Not resolution but reflection. Not certainty but keeping. Not rushing to understand but treasuring what we cannot yet explain. The psalm asks that God let his face shine upon us, that his way may be known upon earth. Mary saw that face every day for 30 years. She knew his way before anyone else did, not as theology but as motherhood. She learned who God was by raising God. She discovered his character by watching him grow. She experienced his mercy before he ever preached it because she saw how he treated the poor and the forgotten and the sinners who would one day flock to him. Mary is the first Christian. She believed before the resurrection made belief easy. She followed before there were miracles to confirm. She said yes before she understood what yes would cost. And she kept saying yes through Bethlehem and Egypt and Nazareth and Cana and Golgotha and the upper room. The Church does not call her Mother of God to elevate her above humanity. It calls her that to anchor the incarnation in reality. If Jesus is truly God, and if Mary is truly his mother, then Mary is the Mother of God, not because she preceded God or created God, but because the one she bore in her womb, nursed at her breast, and raised in her home is God. The title protects the truth about her Son. And so the year begins with her. Not with our plans, but with her faithfulness. Not with our ambitions, but with her pondering. Not with noise, but with a young mother in a stable, holding mystery against her chest, wondering what it all means while knowing that it means everything. What are you holding at the beginning of this year that you do not yet understand? What has God placed in your life that you cannot explain but cannot deny? What word has been spoken over you that you need to keep and reflect upon rather than rushing to interpret? Mary shows us how to carry the sacred, gently, patiently, without demanding answers on our timeline. She held the Word made flesh and let him grow at his own pace. She treasured the shepherd's testimony and let its meaning unfold over decades. She stood at the cross and watched the sword pierce her soul, and still she did not stop believing. The fullness of time arrived through her body. The blessing of Aaron landed on her son. The name of salvation came from her lips, and all these things she kept, reflecting on them in her heart. May we learn to keep as she kept. May we reflect as she reflected. May we begin this year not with frantic striving, but with quiet trust that the one she bore is still at work, still saving, still blessing, still letting his face shine upon us. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord let his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord look upon you kindly and give you peace.